Hello everyone, welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and today we are going to analyze the Hindu newspaper from 24th June 2020 till 29th June 2020. आज हम 24th से 29th June 2020 का The Hindu newspaper analyze करने जा रहे हैं. In today's class, we are going to analyze the newspaper from both prelims and mains perspective. आज की क्लास में हम प्रीलिम्स और मेंस दोनों ही पर्सपेक्टिव से न्यूज़पेपर को एनालाइज करेंगे. Some important current affairs have been explained in the format of mind map. Mind maps के format में कुछ important current affairs को explain किया गया है. Now the class notes and the handmade notes, the mind maps, you will get them easily on my Telegram channel Simplifying UPSC with Ease. हमारे Telegram channel पे सारे class notes upload कर दिए जाते हैं. नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में लिंक भी दिया हुआ है और नाम है चैनल का Simplifying UPSC with Ease. Also, you can subscribe to my channel for daily important videos related to your UPSC CSE preparation, as well as I'm also teaching live on Unacademy Plus. You can use code Sharma20 to get 10% discount on Unacademy Plus subscription. Let's start. The first important news is /staff at Mission India tells Pakistan. Now here in this news, this is very important. The Indian government has decided to reduce the staff strength at both missions by half. चाहे वो पाकिस्तान मिशन हो चाहे वो इंडियन मिशन हो, दोनों ही कंट्रीज में जो भी हाई कमीशन है वहां पर जो स्टाफ मेंबर्स हैं उनको रिड्यूस कर दिया गया है. ये डिसीजन लिया गया है. व्हाई? बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रोटेस्ट गोइंग ऑन द टेररिज्म रिलेटेड एक्टिविटीज बाय ऑफिशियल्स ऑफ Pakistan High Commission in Delhi and ill treatment of Indian High Commission officers in Islamabad. Also, we need to understand the पोखरन 2 मिशन एज वेल. इसी से रिलेटेड हमें इंडिया के न्यूक्लियर प्रोग्राम और पोखरन 2 मिशन को भी पढ़ना है. इंडिया पाकिस्तान के बीच में जो भी मिशंस जो भी ऑपरेशंस किए गए हैं वो आपको पढ़ने हैं. बिटवीन इंडिया पाकिस्तान वट एवर मिशंस ऑपरेशंस वी हैव कैरिड आउट, यू हैव टू स्टडी दैट. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट पोखरन 2, जब हम पोखरन 2 की बात करते हैं, इट इज अ सीरीज ऑफ 5 न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब टेस्ट एक्सप्लोजन्स दैट वाज कंडक्टेड बाय इंडिया इन May 1998 at Indian Army's Pokhran test range, because of which Pakistan was not happy. पाकिस्तान खुश नहीं था जब हमने ये 5 न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब टेस्ट कंडक्ट किए थे पोखरन टेस्ट रेंज में 1998 में. You have to remember the year also. It is also known as 5 mirages. Why? Because Pokhran is called the land of 5 mirages by local inhabitants. This name has been given to this particular mission, this particular land. The reason is that there are 5 salt ranges surrounding the city. यहीं से हमने 5 mirages नाम दिया है इसको. It is actually an oasis in the middle of the desert. And also regarding Pokhran 2, we also carried out Operation Shakti. You have to remember this for your prelims. ये आपको prelims के लिए याद रखना है. ठीक है? Now, India's nuclear program. India started its own nuclear program in the year 1944. This is very important for prelims. And here the Homi Jahangir Bhabha, he founded the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research as well. When it came to 1954, that is almost after 10 years के gap के बाद, 2 important infrastructure projects were established. First was Trombay Atomic Energy Establishment. Second was Department of Atomic Energy. After independence, PM Nehru authorized the development of nuclear program headed by Homi Bhabha, and Atomic Energy Act of 1948 also was established, which focused on peaceful development of nuclear power. Okay, so these points are very important for your prelims. ये prelims के लिए important है. The next important news, Supreme Court gives nod to women to abort fetus. So Supreme Court has allowed a woman in her 25th week of pregnancy, she was bearing twins, to medically terminate one of the fetuses detected with substantial abnormalities. Right, now there was a pregnant woman bearing twins and she was in a 25th week pregnancy. You all know that after 24th week आप abortion नहीं करा सकते. You cannot undergo the abortion process, right? But she was granted the permission to abort one of the fetuses. Why? Because that fetus was detected with substantial abnormalities. उस fetus में कुछ substantial abnormalities medically पाई गई थी जिस वजह से ये permission दी गई है. Now, Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act of 1971, they can ask you this question in your mains GS paper 2. ये mains GS paper 2 में आ सकता है. Medical Termination of Pregnancy or MTP Act of 1971 bars abortion if fetus has crossed the 20-week mark. अगर जो fetus है 20 हफ्ते से ऊपर हो चुका है उसे, right? तो किसी भी तरीके का अबॉर्शन नहीं कराया जा सकता. An exception to the law is made if a registered medical practitioner certifies to a court that the continued pregnancy is life-threatening for mother. मान लो, अब here the exception was also present. If the doctor says and certifies in writing that if the pregnancy is carried out, then it can be life-threatening to the mother. Then in that cases, in those abnormal cases, abortion will be allowed. Now, an exception to the law is made if registered medical practitioner certifies to a court that if the pregnancy is continued, it will be life-threatening for the mother. Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act is barring the abortion of, if the fetus has crossed the 20-week mark. ठीक है, तो इसको आप प्रीलिम्स के लिए याद रखना. Now here abortion is argued as the core of one's privacy, dignity, personal autonomy, bodily integrity, self-determination and right to health recognized by Article 21 of the Constitution. Now the critics who are not in favor of this MTP एक्ट, जो वो क्रिटिक्स जो कि इस MTP एक्ट के अबॉर्शन को बार करने के फेवर में नहीं है, तो वो कहते हैं कि अबॉर्शन एक राइट आर्टिकल 21 के तहत राइट टू हेल्थ guaranteed है, right? It is the right of the women to protect her own privacy, dignity, bodily integrity, right? So this barring the abortion, this is wrong, this is injustice. This has been said by the critics. Now what is right to health? Right to health, this is the right to exercise reproductive choice. It is the right to choose whether to conceive and carry pregnancy to its full term or to terminate it. That is right to health. Right to health can come in your prelims as well. Okay. Now the next important news, annual TB report 2020. Again, very important report for prelims. If you are giving your 2020 or 2021 exam, then this report is important for you. Now here the annual TB report is prepared and published by Central TB Division, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Remember this for prelims. What are the highlights of the report? First is that 4 lakh notified TB patients in 2019 in India, which is a 14% increase from 2018. That is, 2018 से अगर हम compare करें, then there has been increased in the TB patients in 2019. Reduction, that is decrement in number of missing cases of to 2.9 lakh cases as against more than 10 lakh in 2017. 2017 में 10 लाख missing cases थे, अब 2.9 lakh हो गए हैं. That means missing cases have been detected. Then private sector notifications increased by 35% with 6.7 lakh TB patients notified. Proportion of children diagnosed with TB increased to 8% in 2019. It was 6% in 2018. अब जो हैं वो 8% हो गए हैं. Provision of HIV testing for all notified TB patients increased from 67% in 2018 to 81% in 2019. So testing has also increased, right? Now here we should understand 2 points. First is NICSHES system. Second is National Tuberculosis Elimination Program, that is NTEP. NICSHES system, it is developed by and maintained by Central TB Division, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. But it is a information management system. ये क्या चीज है? एक information management system है. It's a one-stop solution for managing patients' information and monitor program activity and performance all over the country. The patients who have been detected, they will be mentioned in this system. Then what medicines they are taking, if they are undergoing treatment or not, and what is their health status. Everything will be maintained in this particular system. What is National Tuberculosis Elimination Program? It is centrally sponsored scheme implemented under National Health Mission. The aim is to achieve a TB-free India with zero death and disease and poverty due to tuberculosis. That is the aim of this program. Next important news is Mr. Trump suspends H-1B visas till the year end. USA has extended 60-day ban on immigrant and non-immigrant worker visas till end of 2020. So what is this particular issue? First of all, US जो हमारे प्रेसिडेंट है डोनाल्ड ट्रंप, उन्होंने ये कहा है कि बैन लगाया जाएगा H-1B वीजास पे. हम सस्पेंड कर रहे हैं 2020 एंड तक H-1B वीजास. Now the issue is highlight over here is that the H1B, H2B, J and L1 visa holders and their spouse or children already present in US, they shall not be impacted by new worker visa ban. ये जो ban लगाया गया है, जो already वहाँ workers रह रहे हैं, उन पे impact नहीं होगा इसका, ठीक है? This order of Mr. Trump has been criticized by tech industry as well as politicians also, right? In India also and in US also. So what are these visas? Very important for your prelims. You can create this mind map. H1B visa, person is specifically, the person is specialty occupation. That means to work in specialty occupation requires higher education degree of its equivalent. H2B visa allow food and agricultural workers to seek employment in the US. जितने भी food और agricultural workers हैं वो US में employment इस visa के through ले सकते हैं. Specialty sector या education, higher education के लिए आप आए हो तो H1B visa use होगा. L1 visa allows companies to transfer highly skilled workers to US for period of 7 years. Remember the period. And J1 visa, it is for students on work study summer program. Summer programs के लिए जाते हैं ना, पार्ट टाइम वहाँ काम करते हैं और अपनी एजुकेशन भी पूरी करते हैं, उनके लिए J1 वीजा है. क्लियर? Another important news, a group of 90 architects, historians, environmentalists, academics and artists have written to Delhi Urban Art Commission calling upon it to reject proposal for new parliament building. As you all know, parliament is undergoing renovation, right? So group of 90 architects, environmentalists, academics, they have written a letter to the Delhi Urban Art Commission. उन्होंने कहा है कि इस proposal को reject कर दिया जाए. This proposal of reconstructing parliament should be rejected. Now it is important for GS paper 1, the infrastructure, the architecture of the parliament. It is important from art and culture's perspective. Parliament has been designed by Sir Edwin Lutyens and Sir Herbert Baker. Foundation stone of Parliament was laid on the 12th Feb 1921. Construction was done in 1927, and the shape of Parliament is circular. Right? It is based on Chauset Yogini temple architecture of Morena in Madhya Pradesh. This building, Parliament building, was declared a Grade 1 heritage property in 2009. These are the important facts which are very important for your prelims. Never forget them. इसको भूलना मत, ये बहुत important है. Okay? Next important news, Rajiv Gandhi Kisan Nyay Yojana. Now this came as an advertisement in the newspaper. ये ad के तौर पे आया था. थोड़ा सा इसके बारे में पढ़ लेते हैं. It is based on registered area and area under cultivation during Kharif crop season 2019. Rupees 10,000 per acre. This is per acre will be deposited in the bank account of farmers and it will be given in 4 installments. Right? अब किसके लिए assistance दिया जा रहा है? Sowing crops के लिए paddy, maize, sugarcane. Assistance for the financial aid for these crops will be given. Next important news, many questions about Favipiravir. This came as editorial. ये आपका editorial आया था newspaper में. Now here the studies have shown that Favipiravir, they gets activated inside the cells, then gets incorporated into viral RNA, and it restricts the multiplication of coronavirus. Coronavirus, as we all know, multiplies at a very high speed. That is why right now there is no cure. But it is said that this drug will restrict the multiplication of the virus. So there will be less load of virus on the body. It is an antiviral given to inhibit viral replication. Used as an anti-influenza drug. Originally it was manufactured by Japan's Fujifilm Toyama Chemical Limited. There are side effects also. Side effect is कि ये gout problem आपकी body में create कर सकता है. What is gout? Complex form of arthritis, जहाँ bones weak हो जाती है ना. Then birth defects, it can lead to liver damage also. Plus it can also lead to generating cytokine storm in your body or in your organs. आपके organs में cytokine का storm भी ये generate कर सकता है. OBC panel gets 6-month extension. Very very important news. Now the commission which was set up, ये जो commission set up किया गया था to examine sub-categorization of OBCs, it has been given a 6-month extension. It was appointed in October 2017. It is headed by retired Delhi High Court Chief Justice G. Rohini, and the deadline to submit its report is Jan 31st, 2021. This commission was constituted under Article 340 to examine issue of sub-categorization within OBC in central list so that each and every class in OBC category can avail reservation in education and job sector. This Article 340, it lays down conditions for appointment of commission to investigate conditions of backward classes. So what is Article 340? Article 340 of Indian Constitution lays down conditions for appointment of commission to investigate the condition of backward class. आर्टिकल 340 के तहत हम करते क्या है कि हम कमीशन की स्टैब्लिशमेंट करते हैं जो कि बैकवर्ड क्लास की कंडीशन को स्टडी करेगी, इन्वेस्टिगेट करेगी. President may by order appoint a commission consisting of such person as he thinks fit to investigate the conditions of socially and educationally backward classes. ओके सो अगर हम बात करें कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बेसिस क्या है इस टॉपिक का, इस कमीशन का, सो इट टेक्स इट्स powers from Article 14 and Article 16. Article 14 guarantees equality before law. That means unequals cannot be treated equally. And Article 16 provides state can make any provision for reservation of appointment or post in favor of any backward class of citizens. Now what is subcategorization? Subcategorization क्या होता है? National Commission for Backward Class proposed subcategorization of OBCs in 2015. Remember ये schedule caste या schedule tribe की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, OBCs की बात कर रहे हैं. In October 2017, President Ramnath Kovind, in exercise of powers conferred by Article 340 of Constitution, appointed commission to examine the issue of subcategorization of OBCs. Okay, so is there a need for subcategorization? Subcategorization of OBCs will ensure that more backward among the OBC communities can also access benefits of reservation. That means benefits of reservation should not be limited to the creamy layer in OBCs. जो OBCs में भी अच्छे से रह रहे हैं सिर्फ उन तक reservation ना रहे, पूरा root level तक reservation के benefits avail कर सके. At present there is no subcategorization and 27% reservation is monolithic entity. Right, अभी तक कोई सब कैटेगराइजेशन नहीं. That is why this commission has been established under Article 340. Okay. Now this news with space reforms private sector to get level playing field. So here we have to study two topics, NISL and InSpace. यहाँ पर हमें दो topics पढ़ने हैं. So InSpace, Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center. It is the new body that government has formed, which will act as regulator and whose rulings would be bound by both space agency as well as private firms in the country. So Union Cabinet has approved creation of Indian National Space Promotion Authorization Center, that is InSpace. This is very important for your prelims. InSpace prelims के लिए important है. Now what is NISL? New Space India Limited. It was incorporated to carry forward industry production of space system and ISRO's efforts in realizing PSLV vehicles from industry. राइट तो एक तरीके से स्पेस एक्टिविटीज को रीओरिएंट करने का काम NSIL करेगा. टू रीओरिएंट टू स्ट्रेटेजाइज द स्पेस एक्टिविटीज द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी विल बी ऑन NISL. नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूज, education gap widened says UNESCO. Now according to UNESCO's 2020 Global Education Monitoring Report, COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated inequalities in education system across the world because see not everybody has laptops. राइट हर एक के पास लैपटॉप नहीं है, सो ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन नॉट एवरीबडी कैन अवेल. राइट अबाउट 40% ऑफ लो एंड लोअर मिडिल इनकम कंट्रीज हैव नॉट सपोर्टेड लर्नर्स एट रिस्क ऑफ एक्सक्लूजन ड्यूरिंग द क्राइसिस. Plus, the disabled, the poor, the linguistic minorities are also unable to access education in this lockdown. The report noted that efforts to maintain learning continuity during pandemic may have actually worsened exclusion trends. Poor students who depend on schools for free meals, how can they access online education? The disabled students who cannot see properly, how can they access online education? Right? So these are the problems which have been highlighted in this particular report. Now what is GEM report, Global Education Monitoring Report? It was developed by independent team and published by UNESCO, the Education for All Global Monitoring Report. Right? The aim is to sustain commitment towards education for all. Published 12 reports. 2015 तक इसने 12 reports publish की थी. Then it was renamed and relaunched. The new name was Global Education Monitoring Report GEM under UNESCO. The report addresses inclusion in education. That is, which community in the society, which section in the society is included in the education sector. Right? Exclusion किसका हो रहा है? Inclusion किसका हो रहा है? Which community can avail education? Which community cannot access education? What are the reasons? All these are reported in this particular report. All right. Now, these are the three important news that we are going to study. InSpace will be space industry regulator. पहले ये पढ़ते हैं, फिर FATF report flags wildlife trade पढ़ेंगे, then ozone pollution sees a spike report. So first news is InSpace will be space industry regulator. Indian Space Promotion and Authorization Center, a new entity of Department of Space, very important for prelims. It has been approved by Union Cabinet. Union Cabinet ने इन Space Department को permission दे दिया. It has been permitted. It is now in operation. So InSpace will regulate and promote building of routine satellites, rockets and commercial launch services through Indian industry and startups. And it will have its own chairperson and board members. InSpace will have its own directorates for technical, legal, safety and security monitoring activities. Also, it will function autonomously and parallel to ISRO. This is very important point for prelims. ये आपके prelims के लिए काफी important है, इसको please लिख लीजिएगा, ठीक है? Next important news is FATF report flags wildlife trade. FATF in its first global report on illegal wildlife trade called Money Laundering and Illegal Wildlife Trade Report has described it as a global threat. That means money laundering हो या फिर illegal wildlife trade हो, ये हमारे organized crimes का part है. It is a part of organized crimes. It is linked to modern slavery, drug trafficking and arms trade, and it is a global threat right now. What are the findings of the report? The illegal wildlife trade is estimated to generate revenues of up to $23 billion a year. Criminals are misusing legitimate wildlife trade for their import-export type business. Criminals rely regularly on corruption, complex fraud and tax evasion. Finding of the study expressed concern over lack of focus on financial aspect of the crime as well. Right? So these were the issues which were highlighted. FATF found that jurisdictions often did not have required knowledge to solve these, you can say organized crimes. जितने भी jurisdictions हैं, areas हैं, courts हैं, tribunals हैं, वो properly deal नहीं कर पा रही है इस तरीके के crime से. This was being highlighted in the report. Next important news is ozone pollution sees a spike according to analysis by Center for Science and Environment. Particulate matter and nitrous oxide levels fell during lockdown, but ozone, which is a harmful pollutant, increased in several cities. बहुत सी cities में ozone का increment देखने को मिला है. This is important for prelims. So, what is surface level ozone और bad ozone क्या होता है? It is a harmful pollutant. It causes pollution in the Earth's lower atmosphere near ground level. Ozone is formed when pollutants emitted by cars, power plants, industrial boilers, refineries, chemical plants and other sources react chemically in the presence of sunlight. It is not emitted directly into air, but it is created by chemical reactions between oxide of nitrogen and volatile organic compounds in the presence of sunlight. This point is very important for prelims. This surface level ozone or bad ozone, it is a main ingredient of urban smog also. Plus it damages crops. ये 8 घंटे तक कम से कम हवा में रहता है. It is a highly reactive gas and it can stay at an average of 8 hours in the air, and it damages crops, trees and other vegetation as well. Okay. Next important news. Draft EIA notification fosters non-transparency, encourages environmental violation. So South Asia Network on Dams, Rivers and People Organization's views on draft environmental impact assessment notification issued by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change in March 2020. Now this report has been issued. The SAND DRP is a network of researchers and experts working on water and environmental issues. So what are the details which have been highlighted in this report, in this draft? First, when this particular draft, if it is implemented, MOEF's draft will replace the 2006 EIA notification. Plus, this organization argues that draft notification dilutes EIA process and renders environmental clearance process non-transparent, undemocratic and unaccountable. Basically, field studies की गई है और बताया गया है कि EIA का ये जो draft issue किया गया है, ये environmental assessment को और ज़्यादा undemocratic और non-transparent बना सकता है. What are the concerns which have been highlighted by this organization SAND DRP? The concerns are unaccountable projects. Threshold limits having been lowered in the new draft में जो threshold limits है उसको lower कर दिया है. So large number of projects will not need an EIA or public consultation for their appraisal. So there will be huge amount of unaccountable projects which can become a threat to the citizens also, even the environment also. Undemocratic process, draft notification dilutes provision of public consultation. So if public is not consulted, That means it is undemocratic. Because what is democracy? When public is kept at the forefront. Democracy क्या होता है? Rule by people, right? That is democracy. तो जब आप public consultation point को ही हटा दोगे तो rule by people कैसे हुआ? That will become undemocratic, right? Then there are environmental concerns as well. Because in 2006 EIA notification, category B project was treated as category A project. If the project fulfilled the general condition, which meant if they were located within 10 km from boundaries of protected areas, critically polluted areas, as per the new notification, B1 projects fulfilling general condition will be appraised by the expert appraisal committee, but they will no more be treated as category A projects. That means such projects will undergo less rigorous appraisal. When this new provision, this new B1 project provision which has been approved, projects could now be proposed in close proximity to boundary of protected areas, that is harmful for the environment. Clear? So this was all about the most important current affairs from 24 to 29 June 2020. If you really enjoyed the session, do not forget to like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.